Statesman Nation, here with Davion Scott, senior men's basketball player from St. Louis, Missouri. Appreciate you coming in.
Thanks for having me.
You said you have a little bit lighter day today, just one
Yeah,
class. So
just one. Senioritis kicking in
there
too.
you
So
go. I bet it is. All right, man. Well, we'll get right to it. So get you off to practice in a little bit. Let's talk about this season. I know you guys had a rough one last night against Graceland. We don't have to dwell on that or anything, but it's been a tremendous season. You guys have tons of talent.
yeah.
Unfortunately, that means maybe you get a little bit less playing time than you'd like, I'm sure. But you stuck with it. So talk about, I guess, this season, and and everything in your own mind, how it's going. Your role, all that stuff, and then kind of break down your career too.
Well, I like to start by saying that I think this season it's been bumpy, but I feel like we've had a lot of more highs than lows, so that's always good.
Definitely.
I like where we are right now as a team, but I feel like these next couple games we gotta really bring it together, and do what we're all trying to do, which is ultimately win a national championship. So,
certainly.
I mean, we got a lot of great players, like you said. Talent from 1 to 5 to the bench. We can go deep if we really have to. So that's nice. I think this season has the one highlight I can say about this season is we faced a lot of adversity.
Sure.
Yet we don't always may seem to overcome it in the win column, but I feel like at the end of the day we know what we did wrong and we always capitalize it on the next game.
Sure.
So I don't think we've dropped back-to-back games at all this season. So after we lose one, we usually try to pick it back up. So that's good. I like my role this year as more of I see myself as making my teammates better. We have a lot of high-level players that transferred in from D1s and, some high D2s, A lot of these guys could still maybe play at a lot of D1 schools, So I like being able to just be on the court with them and, feed off their energy and learn from them because, I learn from them every day, just the talent-wise. So I like where I am by helping us. I feel like I help us get better every day in practice, though I don't play as much, as me I would like to, but I think in practice I make up for, not playing as much by making our other players, better to get ready for the game. So I like that. I really do like my role a lot this year.
Sure. Well, Coach Henry's, spoken your guys' praises. And I say you guys, as the group that doesn't play a lot, yourself, Jesse, and Stephen Smith. The list is fairly long because there's so many players on our team. Yet unfortunately can't play everybody. But he always talks about just how important the scout team is, and you guys are obviously doing a good job preparing the actual starters to get ready for Central Methodist or Mid-Am or whoever it may be. So a lot of seniors on this squad, but you've stuck around the longest.
Yeah, this is my 5th year.
You're right. Yeah. So talk about that. Obviously you got Senior Day coming up next week, and the end of an era for you and everything. But how you're feeling right now, or it maybe hasn't clicked yet, hit in, but also your role within all of those seniors and stuff. You say you like your role, but so many leaders, but you being the one that's been around the longest, how do you fit in there?
I can honestly say I'm blessed to be in the position that I'm in. I know there's a lot of guys that would kill to be in the position I'm in. Came here, freshman year, right out of high school, didn't go to a JUCO or transfer in. So I came here out of high school with expectations to play right away, but due to other things I wasn't able to. So the one thing that Coach Henry kept preaching to me was, keep working hard and, good things will happen. And I worked hard every year and, I finally got to be where I am now. I was here, when Blake was here, Bees and Keith Steffick, a lot of those guys. So I got to actually play with them too. Yeah. So I feel like me being on this team now, it hasn't really hit me yet how long I've actually been at Penn.
Right,
It's starting to hit me now as, we do get a little closer to Senior Day that, the transition has been a little different, being from listening to guys like Blake and listening to guys like Bees and Keith, to help me get better. to actually now those guys are telling me, you know, are you doing what you need to do to make your team better?
Yeah.
And I feel like, you know, the guys, they love me, you know. A lot of people say I'm the funniest guy on the team, you know. They say I'm a great teammate, and I respect all of them. You know, I love my team. I just like how they let me actually help them in ways that they probably don't see, you know, Coach Henry or Coach Sandquist helping them because, you know, they're just coach. You know, they just always want to be on my back. And me actually being here for 5 years and being in the program and going through the system, I think when I tell them stuff, it's easier to get through to them than sometimes the coaches. And that's just, you know, basketball. So I really do think that these guys, you know, listen to me, and I like the position I am to, you know, go out there and, you know, represent our team, be a captain at all the games, you know, and just the journey is, it's a long journey, but, you know, I would rather be in this position than be in any other position.
Yeah, sure. So definitely, I mean, unofficially, student coach is part of your title for sure. I mean, you're kind of in there as much as a player, but, you know, also coaching these guys in an unofficial form. The final, you know, week and a half, you didn't really answer it the way I was wanting it to. So I'm gonna throw it again at you. Last week and a half, is it starting to hit you? I mean, it's been, like you said, a long road, but, you know, is it bittersweet, or are you, glad to not have to go to practice anymore and get beat on?
Now that you put it that way, I think it hasn't hit me as much as I think it will yet, because right now, like I said, we're just so focused on winning the national championship that, you know, we don't even count practices or count games. It's, you know, we get in, you know, we do what we need to do, we try to get the work done, you know, and focus on the next day. But I think after senior night, it will hit me a little bit that, you know, I won't have practice to go to, you know, preseason to look forward to next year. So I think it'll hit me eventually. Me and Shane Bosick were talking about this on the bus ride yesterday to Graceland, that it's crazy how just we have one more away game, and then, you know, we don't leave the city of Oskaloosa to play another game until we leave for hopefully what will be the national tournament. So I think it is a little bit crazy to feel like, you know, just yesterday it felt like, you know, it was move-in day, and now, you know, I'm going to be hanging up my jersey for the last time at Penn, so it is pretty crazy. Yeah.
Not to make you emotional, sorry, you know, but obviously it's gonna hit you, you know, eventually, and just, you know, appreciate the last few days, right? For sure.
Definitely.
All right, man. Well, you guys have Benedictine this weekend, like you said. As far as I'm thinking too, you guys haven't lost back to back. So hopefully, you know, bounce right back. You know, take care of the Ravens on Saturday, and keep yourself right there in the mix. You know, even if it's, you know, your game out of mid-am, but anything could happen. They could all of a sudden lose too, so get back in there. But take care of business. 4 o'clock start on Saturday. So we'll get right into the personal side of things, which I really enjoy. So I know you have one nickname, but beyond, you tell me that one as well as any other nicknames you might have.
No, just DV. That's just
DV.
Yeah, that's what everyone calls me.
Sure. Talk about why you chose to come to William Penn.
I chose to come to William Penn because they reached out first. They were one of the first schools to reach out to me, and not only did they reach out to me, but they reached out to me constantly throughout my senior year of high school. I got numerous of letters from them, you know, just newsletters, you know, T-shirts in the mail, you know. So they made me feel welcome before I was even welcome. So that was definitely one of the key factors of me coming to Penn. Yeah,
definitely. Describe Coach Henry in one word. Keeping it PG, obviously.
That's tough. I've known Coach Henry a long time.
Right.
Well, let's come back to that one.
Okay, come back to that one.
That's a tough one.
If you were a superhero, who would you be?
Flash.
Flash, sure. People say you look like. Could just be a family member. Doesn't have to be somebody famous.
Well, I've heard Eric Snow, the former Philadelphia 76ers point guard. I've heard that growing up a lot.
Okay, cool. Favorite food?
Spaghetti.
Okay. Favorite movie?
Friday. Easy.
Yeah. Okay.
Classic.
Sure. Favorite TV show?
It's tough. Shockingly, I would have to go with Law and Order, SVU.
Okay.
It's a great show.
Yeah, that is a bit of a shocker. That's a very good show. But your goal in this sport? You got a week and a half left. What are you hoping to
I'm
do?
just looking to go out with the bang. You know, just have fun. You know, even if we don't accomplish what we did, just leave it all out there.
Sure.
I just want to leave Penn. Leaving with a team. We all left it out there. I just want to be remembered as a team player. So
Right.
just that, just an all around good teammate.
Sure. Currently listening to in your iPod, in your car, or whatever it may be.
Probably just Drake.
Okay. If you had $1 million, what would you buy?
World peace. No.
Unfortunately, a lot more than $1 million have come with that.
I'll probably get a Ferrari.
Okay.
Probably the first thing on my list.
You might have a few $1,000s left over there. There you go. If you weren't playing basketball, what other sport would you like to play?
Lacrosse.
Sure. Really.
Definitely.
Cool. Have you played it before?
I actually played intramural lacrosse.
Okay.
Never played it.
Right.
We had a lacrosse team in high school, but I never was good enough to actually play. So.
Sure. Cool. Okay, go back to Coach Henry. One word.
Still haven't thought of anything. Don't want him to kill me for seeing this.
He won't. People have called him tough and intense and crazy, all that stuff. So I don't think whatever you could say couldn't be too much.
I would call Coach Henry fun. He's an all-around fun person to be around.
Yeah.
I mean, he's at the end of the day, he's a coach and he has to do what he has to do. But he's an all-around good person. So I would use fun.
Sure. Favorite sports hero.
Favorite superhero?
Sports hero. Sorry, your
Sports
favorite
hero.
sports athlete. Whatever.
Michael Jordan.
Okay. Sure. This is always a tough one for everybody, but person in history you'd most like to meet. Famous, could just be a family member you never had the chance to meet.
I would actually like to meet Martin Luther King.
Okay.
That would be definitely I would like to meet.
Sure. Okay, you've had the opportunity many times, I'm sure, over the last 5 years to help recruit some student athletes, but what do you tell them? How do you bring them to William Penn?
I say if you're looking for a university where, the teachers are going to put you first, the coaches are going to put you first, and just the student body, is going to put you first, then this is definitely a place to come, where you're treated like family. It's not a big school, but, you come here and the school makes you feel big as a person. So
Right.
I like that about Penn. I think that a lot of students, would come here if they knew that Penn was actually a great atmosphere to be around.
Right.
They
definitely.
think of a small town.
Yeah, they think it's small school and
yeah.
it's too small or whatever, but yeah, no. Love it. Great. All right, man. Okay, final thing. Your major and what do you plan on doing in the future?
My major is secondary education with emphasis in PE and health. And in the future, I really hope to become a physical education teacher and hopefully a high school successful basketball coach.
Sure.
So, yeah.
All right, man. Well, best of luck in your future endeavors. Best of luck the last week and a half of the regular season, and then let's see where everything rolls for postseason. But thanks so much, TV. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, Wade. I appreciate it.
All right.